On the year, and the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We play to win. Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On first down, Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Alpha. Five.
From the gun, Costello. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Campbell making the catch. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain. On the play, it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
An opening there on that first down run is about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Topper, topper. Shoot. Hey, Zoo.
58, the mic.
Hey. Ready?
To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on second down, Costello. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Stop your run. Check it back.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Throwing on first down. Costello. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Costello. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Joseph is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are... athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Do draw Corker. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Keep playing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field when you go make a play on the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Costello being chased out left. And that's complete to Adams. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
90 Wolf.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he connects with Ebron. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd down and inches. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. On 1st down, Jefferson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
He's coming. We got double up.
And he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Slam.
Hey, lock it.
Check 24.
Hey.
Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Exit.
Looking to throw. Herbert looking deep for Hilton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Lane. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over.